Welcome back to the Let's Paint TV podcast. Let's start it off here. Okay, I'm going to record it over here. We can hear you. Here we go. Welcome back to another exciting Let's Paint TV podcast. I am Mr. Let's Paint. We talk about painting and whatever else is on our mind. And there's really no rhyme or reason to how we go about it, except for we go and go and go, kind of like the energy bunny, the Energizer energy bunny. We don't stop until the planet rocks, until we get tired of doing it, I guess. All right, so anyway, we're doing these podcasts. You can check out the podcast on I guess Spotify and a few other places. Just look up Let's Paint TV, or you could just look here on the description of if you're watching live on YouTube Live. We stream at the same time, and the link's there. Otherwise, that's how you can find it. And then I will post. I put links on my Facebook and like Twitter. So there's always a way to figure it out. And so fantastic. That's what we are always excited about, is reaching the stars with the endless possibilities. Actually, your clear audio. What's that? Chess, it says you're on clear audio. Video. Okay. I don't know what that means. Okay, so anyway, I'm just assuming that my audio is working good because we're using the podcaster or pod mic or whatever. I don't know what that's called. But it's pretty handy. But I find that I have to put my face in front of the darn thing the whole time, which is kind of annoying, but it does help out in having clear, succinct audio. Just consistent, beautiful audio. So, okay, there's something wrong with the mic over here acting up. Okay, let me see if I can fix the mic here. Not the mic, but the camera. Camera's acting up. I don't know what is doing that for. I guess it kind of doesn't matter, really. It's an audio program mostly, but we do like the idea of providing. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'll leave the door open. Maybe that's what I got to do. I don't know. It's okay. We're focusing on audio. It's better audio, says Karina. All right. Well, but if you are happen to be listening in, okay, so you're listening. That's one way to do it. But you can also be watching, and we stream this, and I also do the podcast at the same time. And you could then, by virtue of that, interact live in the chat room, and there's quite a few people in the chat room right now. Karina, Chazard, and Stone in the chat room right now. Right now, get in there and be part of the fun that is there. And on top of that, you can also give us a call at 818-528-4516. We're taking calls until they get out of hand, which can happen, but so far they've been pretty good calls. So we will continue to take them. There's always the chance of getting inundated with some lame calls, which can happen. We didn't do a show yesterday. And for some reason I was watching CNN all night. I don't know why. What was that all about? So yeah, I got a little carried away watching that. Plus, it's hard. It's always hard to always do the show, and we're we are not limit. We don't have a. We try to be consistent. It helps to be consistent, but it's also nice to just take a day off. And we don't. So okay. So I did, but we're back. We try to give out some. The communication aspect of interacting Monday through Friday usually, and then sometimes we'll whatever. So fantastic! Thanks for being here there in the chat room and watching live, but also you here listening in audio land, and this is for you. This is for you. Let's Paint TV. We're talking about painting, talking about just really anything that could come up in the process of time and space. Though we do tend to end up talking about painting. I didn't do any painting today. I'll just let you know. I don't feel guilty. Okay, I'm not feeling guilty about it, though I should. A little bit, not really, but I was looking at painting. I was looking at some of my paintings. I took some photos of one of my paintings, and stuff like that. So we kind of did some paperwork. I guess I always remembered this artist saying once that he only paints maybe 15 minutes a day. And I was like, what? It's like he's a successful, relatively successful artist. And he said that. I was like, really? I'm like busting my ass off, and you're only painting 15 minutes a day. But it's time management ultimately. And I guess he was complaining about, well, because I got to do all this other stuff. Oh, Karina has got herself a Fitbit, and she's already claiming she got 12,000 steps. Fantastic. Now, I do not have a Fitbit. I'm just relying strictly on having my phone in my pocket, and it collects the data. How these phones. It was a wonderful discovery, and probably getting too much information out of you, but anyway, it does keep track of your steps, and so I hate wearing watches. I've never got into the watch thing. I tried. Okay, I think a call's coming in here. Let's take this first call of the night. Hello, caller. Welcome to Let's Paint TV.
Is it Let's Paint TV?
Yeah, who's this?
This is High Knuckles. Is this Let's Paint TV?
Yes, that's the show. What's up, High Knuckles?
Hey, not much. Can I play you a song today?
Are you? Is it like in a what? I mean, it's not recorded. What kind of song is it? What do you got? Like
acoustic guitar original.
Oh, okay. It's an acoustic. Yeah, I don't want to get like some kind of. Yeah, I mean, you know what?
I'm not gonna cover up.
Yeah, because you know what happens is that you play that stuff, and then the the shows get struck down because there's content that you don't own. It's like I'm not gonna.
Oh no, it's copywritten under me.
Yeah, I know, but then see what you can do then
okay,
later on.
Okay, you might get flagged with that. I got you.
Yeah, so they don't even play it. But what's the song about? How about
that?
It's good
to hear your voice, though.
Tell me the song. Tell me what the song's about. Don't play it. Just tell me what the song's about.
Okay. Yeah. So the song is called Netflix and Chill, and
All
it's
right.
about just that, Netflix and chilling, and it's kind of a breakup song about Netflix and chilling.
Yeah.
It's meant to be silly.
I like that.
Oh
just
yeah.
Say a few bars. I mean, don't do the whole thing, but just a few bars. That way we
sing a few bars.
Yeah. Just tell me a few a few sentences. Like what's the catchphrase?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, we used to Netflix and chill. Now you're not chill at all. Nice. You knew it was what I wanted as soon as I walked in the door.
Nice. Wow. And are you going to like make a music video out of that or something? You should.
Well, it's an old song, but I'm putting the story together for a music video right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that is in the work.
I think you need to do like a music video, like you got to, like,
Yeah.
kind of have a love interest and, that whole thing. And maybe,
Oh yeah.
and then
Yeah, I
maybe,
got some girls for the background and stuff.
yeah, but possibly, how don't think the obvious always when it comes to that. Maybe mix it up. Maybe,
Yeah.
Not the couch in front of a TV set
Mm-hmm.
necessarily. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe you're French fries that are dipping each other in ketchup,
Mm-hmm.
and then
You ever dip your fries in ranch?
I never do the ranch with the fries, no, but onion rings do
Oh yeah,
well.
onion rings.
Yeah, now that's a good way to do it. Onion rings, I definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm a
Yeah,
ketchup.
that might even have good color contrast with the rest of the setting.
Well,
with onion rings.
Well, totally, and then fries with the ketchup, and then onion rings with either ranch. It is like a cool ranch thing.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely want to do the ranch.
Yeah.
You could possibly, in a pinch, do some mayonnaise, and then on top of it, you can do kind of a Russian sauce where you mix the ketchup and the mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's interesting. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. And you might want to incorporate that idea in your music video. Just a thought.
Oh yeah. Thanks for the suggestions and feedback.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, you do what you want with it. Well, congratulations on your music. I said, I'm kind of hiding, shy from letting people play music because it's such a it's always a problem because then it's like, copyright infringement.
It's on Spotify and copywritten. Yeah.
I pissed me off. So we'll just talk. Let's just talk this out, guys. And this is a podcast anyway, so we talk. That's what we're doing, talking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
love talking with you, man.
Huh?
I like talking with you. You're a good guy.
Well, sometimes. Not always. I try.
No,
I try.
Not always?
I have some bad moments, I suppose. I could be kind of a bitter pill. It happens. But I am here, and I'm feeling okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for calling in.
Are you embracing failure today?
I kind of am, most definitely.
Oh yeah.
But getting back to Karina mentioning she did 12,000 steps. I didn't mention that I'm at 9,000 steps.
Whoa.
Well, 9,300 actually, 9,300, which
it's a lot of cardio.
Well, I tell you what, I always feel best. I feel bestest when I can get close to the 10,000 mode, as opposed to if I don't do anything and then I look down and I go, oh my God, I only did 1,800 steps, because I just didn't do anything. I didn't move. So sometimes you just kind of force it. I was on the treadmill, so I did 3 miles on the treadmill, and that kind of did it.
You're good at staying in shape and stuff, eh?
No, well, where are you, in Canada or something?
Yeah, I'm in Canada.
I caught you on that with that little speech.
What?
The little speech pattern that came through.
By how I talk.
I just that one word, A. I got you on that one. I was like, Canadian.
Oh, yeah. Eh?
Yeah, we don't have Canadians call the show.
Oh yeah. Well, I have a
few
Canadian friends that like the show too.
I'm kidding. I love Canada. I've always loved Canada. I've always had a great time when I'm up there, and so one of these days, right? One of these days.
Yeah, Canada's pretty good.
To the moon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. Appreciate it. And what part of Canada?
Yeah.
Where are you in Canada? Where is that? Big place.
I'm in Ontario.
Ontario. Most of my
Northern Ontario.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been to you ever been to Meaford?
No, but it sounds familiar.
It's right in front of the Georgian Bay. And
Okay. Yeah, I've been around that area, so I know I've probably seen the sign or I've heard the name.
And they have a lovely arts music experimental music festival called Electric Eclectics Festival.
Okay.
Yeah. They couldn't do it last year, but they've been doing it for the past 10+ years, and I've done it a couple of times.
Yeah.
So
is that anything like River and Sky?
I don't know. You got me on that.
We got a festival called River and Sky where people camp out and stuff like that.
Yeah, very much so. It's because it's on a farm, and so yeah, people do camp, and there's porta potties and stuff like that, and people are like 2 different stages, and just people having a great time. Oh yeah, it's good times.
Multiple stages like Warped Tour, eh?
Maybe, I don't know. At least I think there were 2 stages. Maybe there was just 1 actually.
That's cool though. That's awesome.
Well, look them up. Look it up. Yeah, they're good. They're good. Good cool people. Good
those
people.
Events are around.
Yeah, look that up. Electric Eclectics or Eclectic Electric. I always mix it up.
I've definitely heard of that. I'm gonna have to look into it.
Look into it. That's a shout out to. That's a great thing. They might do it again this year, or, well, maybe not. I don't know. What's going on? Nothing.
Yeah.
Are we just gonna keep doing this? Or we're just gonna keep doing nothing with our lives to just stay here, and then I see everyone running around anyway.
Yeah. No, I got you. Like, we're supposed to be staying home. Everybody's going out and
I know
gathering,
and then people are still going and running around, and I keep thinking, well, is that then why we're still having this problem? Is because people couldn't just shuttered down and just not, like 100. If we had 100% people just stay home, not even leave the house for like 2 weeks, the virus would be gone.
Yeah,
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But we just can't do that. It's not possible. So then the 5 or 6 people run around and go, oh, fuck that, screw that. I don't care,
ridiculous.
And then, but on top of it, so many people get it, and it's like nothing. It's not. It's just like a flu. It's nothing. At least for the a percentage. It's a high percentage, frankly. And then of course there's the other percentage, which is just the worst, awful, terrible thing ever. So.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm not going anywhere.
Hopefully we can see through and press on through these tough times with COVID and stuff.
Well,
with the music and art scenes.
Definitely. Well, I wish you the best. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. All right.
Happy New Year, Don.
All right.
Mr. Let's Paint.
Thank you. Thanks for calling in.
You're the man.
I don't know about that. All right. Thanks for calling.
Well, I'll be enjoying the rest of the podcast. All right. Thanks for chatting.
All right. Yeah, and you can always download it. So. All right.
True, and you said something about Spotify the other day.
Yeah, it's gonna be on. It's supposed to be on Spotify. It's just Let's Paint TV.
Awesome.
Just there it is. I got a few of them up.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you a follow afterwards.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for calling.
All right. Love you, buddy.
I love you too. There he goes. All right.
Okay.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. And the line is open. Open line world. The lines are open worldwide. Give us a call at 818-528-4516. You're listening to the Let's Paint TV podcast. I am Mr. Let's Paint. We tend to talk about art related subjects, creativity, painting, of course, and anything else that is on our minds. And we'll take this call. Hello, caller. What's on your mind?
Oh.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, we caught you off guard. Who's this?
Oh, hey. My name is David. I'm not used to the delay. I'm actually watching.
Yeah. No, right. Just focus in on the audio and don't look at the TV.
Gotcha.
And then you'll be good. Yeah, just talk to me. Talk to me, David. What's going on? Where are you calling from, David?
Virginia, my man.
Virginia. Nice.
Yeah.
Virginia Slims. Remember
I'm
that?
to mute my own speaker, man, so I don't get distracted here.
Yeah. Focus. What do you got to say? What do you got to say for yourself?
I don't know, man.
All right. Well, anyway,
Yeah, well, like,
you gonna
I
have a
mean,
good year. It's
if
gonna
I
be a good
could,
year. Good year for you.
I mean, I just want to say I appreciate people who are bringing like positivity. It's a tough time right now.
Oh, you telling me? Yes, it's kind of tough, but at the same time, you gotta keep on going. I guess. I mean, we're still here, and you know, at the there kind of feels with these whatever you call these things vaccines. There is sort of a light at the end of the tunnel. So I feel like we got a couple of more months of this basically, and it could even be a little less than that. Particularly if you were to get vaccinated, I think you would feel a little more freer. But it doesn't seem like we're not gonna get a lot of that at any point. So, I mean, I can imagine I'm not gonna probably be able to get vaccinated for a couple of more months, but possibly it could happen in a month. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm in Los Angeles. They say this is like one of the worst in the whole country, the whole world, or whatever, So you would think that they would send most of the vaccines to the most hard hit areas, but I don't know how that works. So anyway, don't worry about it so much. Well, anyway, no. I look. It
Thank
sucks.
you.
There's a lot of. And do you know somebody that's been affected, like family or yourself or whatever? Just out of curiosity, just to continue the.
No, no. Well,
all right. Well, good.
No.
Yeah. Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, so that's good.
I just appreciate, like the positivity. I don't like. It's hard to bring the good energy into the world, and you're doing a good job. So thank you.
Oh well, thanks. I mean, like I said, I'm not always capable of it, but maybe deep down, the nature of who I am, that's maybe what I'm best at offering, frankly. But I just don't know. I'm just doing me.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. All you can do is me. Me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all you can.
Yeah. You just got to be, But so there you go. So, do you do any painting by any chance, or do you like art? Do you do any art stuff?
I love art. I own a couple of original paintings.
Nice.
It's not like I commissioned or something. I thought that maybe, I don't know, I looked for some good shit. And when I finally had money, I've always loved art.
Well, so you're a collector.
Yeah, I'm not an artist, really.
Well, the fact that you bought original art, that's amazing. I remember, it seems like a lot of times people will buy like poster art and stuff, and there's a lot of that, and it's convenient, and it's incredibly cheap, and you can pretty much get whatever you want that way. But having an original is really good.
You don't get any texture. You don't get the real sunlight lighting the canvas.
Yeah. However, they do play these games with these glissé prints, where they have the artist or somebody physically put like a little bit of paint on top of the printed canvas, the print, to give that texture, like you're saying. So you could look for that, maybe, because there's always that option. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying. An artist that physically spent a few hours or more, or even maybe just even 10 minutes, or 10 days, whatever, and you can kind of see the brushwork. I mean, I think, to me, that is the best part of looking at art is experiencing that thing, or a painting. Because that's kind of what I'm talking about ultimately. Let's Paint TV after all. But But I like that. I like that. So
yeah, I'm with you. Like, I feel like that's why art is so appealing. It speaks to our soul. We're trying to listen to someone's soul speak.
yeah,
This is their own personal inflection, right? The way that their brush touches the canvas, or the way they say something, or
yeah,
move their body, or however artistically some thought is conveyed.
Well, and I think too, possibly, if you're fortunate to ever see a painting that is done by someone that is known and famous, then it really reinforces maybe that, in a weird way, because you're seeing that person's touch, and they could be over 100 years old, dead 100 years ago or whatever, and then you're seeing their painting still there, and you go, oh wow, that's kind of it's kind of neat. But yeah, it's good times.
Yeah, keep it up, man. You're doing
All
a
right.
fucking great job.
All right. Well, I will. I enjoy. I enjoy just doing this, and I just enjoy the hangout factor, and maybe the little bit of the unknown. I like that unknown factor. Sometimes I have an agenda, in terms of what I'm trying to do and what I'm, what I'm, trying to put
I gotta
forth.
be honest. Like, I'm kind of not. I'm kind of in disbelief that you're actually talking to me right now.
Well,
I'm not used to that.
I'm happy to talk to you. It's not a big deal, it's just me, little old me.
So what got you into this, man? Like, how did you find this vision of
now you asking me questions.
Paint thing.
Now you're asking me the questions. Hey, no, it's all right. I mean, I'm not going to get into it that much, because I find that if I do, I'll just be talking constantly about myself. And I mean, you can look it up on Wikipedia as a kind of pretty succinct thing about what I'm all about, or that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I just like the creativity, though, man. It's awesome.
I do too. That's why I'm in it. I'm in for the creativity. It makes me happy. Making art, whatever it is. This makes me happy. This is kind of art in a way.
How do you find yourself creative when you're having a lot of trouble doing that?
Well, to be honest, that is the only saving grace about being creative, is because you have issues, you have problems, you can go to your creativity zone, and boom, you at the very least, you are taking a break from all your troubles. It possibly.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work. Yeah. Doesn't always work, but it can be something to behold. And I'll just give you an example. In the past, I'd have some pains, like some kind of annoying, nagging pain, whatever it is. You name it. I
got a sinus pain.
Yeah, okay.
An ear blockage right now.
All right, so there you go. So I got that pain, and then it's just driving me crazy, and but if I go and do some painting, I'm now focused on something else. So just simply that, and just for the split second, you will notice you're not even aware of your physical ailments as much. It happens. And then you feel better. And then, because you're not, you're moving yourself, you're moving around, and you're exploring. So there you go. Hey, I'm going to have to let you go. All right. I got to take a little break here. I got to take a break. About to hit a hard break here.
You're doing a great job.
Okay. Thanks for the call. Happy New Year's.
Bye.
Okay, there he goes. We're going to take a quick break here. You've been watching or listening to Let's Paint TV podcast. I am Mr. Let's Paint, And we're coming down to the middle of our program, and we're going to take a quick little break. And, of course, you can always find out more about me at letspainttv.com. And, of course, we're podcasting all over the world and on various platforms. So check it out. Just look up Let's Paint TV. All right, we're taking a quick break. Be right back. Ding dong. Hello, guys. This is Mr. Let's Paint for Preparation H. Do you have itchy booty? No. Okay. All right, so we're taking a little break here. But we are looking for advertisers, I suppose. I don't know. We haven't really figured that part out on our podcast. But we're having fun with the podcast, okay? Just telling you. We're having some fun here. So we're taking a little half hour. That's halfway through the show. And then we're going to come right back here in a minute. Let me move around. And all right, that's pretty good. So, this program, I'm using Anchor.fm. If you're not familiar with it, what's convenient is it's free. It's free, and it's you can make as many audio podcasts as you want, and then they send it out to the various platforms like Spotify, namely, and there's the other ones I'm not familiar with those, but I've always heard of Spotify. So, but the way they have it set up is it's only you can only record for a minute, half an hour. Okay, well we'll start the next half an hour here in a minute. Here, I'm just drink a little more water. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, let's record another one here. Boop, boop. All right, Let's Paint TV back again. Hope you enjoyed the program so far. A lot of great calls coming in, and we're still taking your calls at 818-528-4516. Happy New Year's. We can. How long do we say Happy New Year's until we just like go? Oh man, we're all, it's like we're in the deep water on 2021. I'm not saying Happy New Year's on this one anymore, but like at first when you jump in, it's like, hey, Happy New Year's. So I guess the question is, how long do we want to go say Happy New Year's? And of course, it's like last year and every year people make a big deal about, well, it's not supposed to be Happy New Year's, it's Happy New Year. And there's a big problem with saying it wrong, and you're not supposed to. I get it confused. I supposedly maybe you're not supposed to put the S at the very end because whatever. But did you notice this year no one really made a big beef about that this year? All right, Smarth says February 1st, you stop. You keep your Christmas tree and holiday decorations up until then, too. Got to milk it, baby. Is that right? Do you do that, Smarth? You keep your Christmas tree up until then? Now, I got to say, my Christmas tree is still up. But did you hear Dolly Parton say that she does not take her Christmas tree and all her decorations down until after her birthday, which is, I believe, January 19th. Now, I might have the date wrong. So she doesn't do it until, towards the end of the month. Let's take another call here. Hello, caller. Welcome to Let's Paint TV. Who's this?
Yes, this is Jude from Brockton, Massachusetts.
Jude, what's going on? What's going on up there in Brockton?
Nothing too much, actually. Just taking the night to just relax and
Okay. Yeah.
Taking it easy as much as I can.
Nice.
With everything that's been going on recently.
You've been watching a lot of news lately?
Well, I've been catching up when I can. I'm not really one to watch a lot of the news.
Well, you're a better man than I.
Yeah, yeah. It's usually said that a majority of the news all they spread is bad news. So
well, and then on top of it, it gets rehashed, it gets repeated, regurgitated. It's like there used to be a radio station here in Los Angeles where they said, you give us 22 minutes and we give you the world, but they would give you the same stories every 22 minutes. So. It's kind of the same thing with news. And a lot of times, rarely is there anything new. You can get the same amount of news just by checking the news once a day. You don't necessarily need to watch it nonstop. But I do probably more of it than I should. So I'm guilty. I raise my hand. I'm guilty at it. But I'll tell you one thing: it's taken our mind off this coronavirus thing. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Yep. I just
kind of like painting. Kind of like painting.
Yeah, I just wanted to call in and let you know that I've been following your channel for a while now, and I just wanna give a personal thank you for what you're doing. You're really inspiring people and artists like me personally to just get back in there and just delve into a lot more of our creative side, and just honestly, it's just a breath of fresh air. So I just personally wanted to do my part and thank you on that.
Okay, all right. Well, appreciate that. I just, I am kind of on a mission and for the most part, and I'm best when I'm doing that kind of work, frankly. So it's in my mission statement. It's in the Let's Paint TV mission statement to do just that.
Well, I'd say you're doing a pretty good job so far.
Well, thank you. I'm doing good then. Thank you. If I got you feeling like you might want to do some art or some creativity, something, whatever. Or just, it's not so much, and it's not about doing it right. It's just about doing it. I think that's my message.
It's just on the fact of even for the sake of if it's not being good or anything, it's just still good to do it and garner whatever experience you would have possible, because even if it's good or bad, there's still something to be learned. Whatever journey
I agree.
art would take you through.
Exactly. If I look back on my paintings or really anything that I've done, and I go, well, is anything here or anything that I've ever done is worthy of be put on a pedestal and go, oh, this is the most awesome painting or most awesome art piece ever? And I go, no, it's actually not, and I'm okay with that, I'm okay with that, because I don't think that's, what I'm trying to, I don't think that's my job is to make the most awesome painting or art. My job is to be able to just let you guys, let it be known that you can, just do whatever the hell you want and stink it up and then have a good time doing it. Eric J. Montoya, KFWB News 98. Yes. KFWB News 98. You give us 22 minutes and we'll give you the world. bum 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 bum. That channel's not around anymore. That station, they're gone. But I used to drive around town and listening to that, and I don't know why I would listen to it, but I basically would listen to it, and I'd hear the. Well, I think it was because I would get the traffic reports, because a long time ago you wouldn't have. They didn't have apps, like Waze, or I guess people use Google Maps or something. So to alert you to any kind of traffic jam. So you kind of had to rely on, for the most part, the radio telling you live updates, which I guess they still do that. But
they do still.
They do.
They do still update people on the radio station.
Yeah, but they're generally, and they always have been, always about like a half an hour too late on the delivery. There's a traffic jam over here, and then you I don't know, somehow it's cleared up or vice versa. So, but that happens.
Yeah.
So what are you doing out there? What kind of work, art stuff you do?
Oh, I'm a freelance artist. Mostly, I just do a lot of still life sketches.
Oh, okay. You said wait a second. You said you were.
I used to paint.
So you're kind of like. You said you were doing some product illustrations or something, or no? What did you say you were doing? You were doing something. I forget. But,
still life.
Okay, yeah, still life. But I think you said you were doing something else prior to that, before the still life. So you're doing a lot of still lifes.
Yeah.
And what's in your still lifes? Just like a flower or something, or a beer bottle? That's what I do.
Mostly,
I do a lot of beer bottles and flowers. Actually, that's a good. That would be a good still life.
I've been doing a lot of
do that.
Just sort of different angles of like just the random assortment of like furniture and what have you, just around my home.
Do you do it from
like that?
Do you do it from real life, or is it like just from a composite? Collage from photos or something?
I do it. I can actually do it both ways, both from like an actual reference from the item being there, and then from like a reference photo or something.
What do you like better, the from real life or from photos?
I think I like drawing from real life as opposed to photos.
Me too.
Yeah, mostly because I don't know. You just kind of get a bigger sense of depth and detail as you would from just a single photo.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, because your eyes are they're more 3D. The eyes that you have, the two eyes on either side of your nose. It's. Whereas the photo is already captured it, and so then it has a different, it locked in already what you're supposed to see, and it has its limitations. So when you're observing from real life, there's more leeway in terms of what you're seeing and exploring and how you depict it. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Thank you so much.
But for a longest time, I hated working from photos. I just felt like it sucked. I always felt like I hated the anything I ever did from photos, because I couldn't get past the fact that it wasn't real. It was just a stupid photo, and now I don't care as much about that. It doesn't matter as much. But still, I still go back to painting from real life because it is far more exciting for me.
Yes, I get that sense as well. So it's honestly it's honestly pretty great, and like I said, even if you may not know it, you're a very big motivation and inspiration to me, and whatever work that I may carry out in future. So again, I just want to say thank you.
Well, thank you. Thanks for the support, and keep plugging away.
All right.
All right.
I'll catch you later, Mr.
All right.
Tate.
Thanks for calling in.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we'll call in. Still got some more time here on the show, talking about really just kind of open lines, the world, talking about whatever's on your mind. Talk. It's the Let's Paint TV podcast. Kind of talking about painting. We'll, at the very least, we can go back to it and talk about it, I suppose, because it is something near and dear to my heart. Hello, who's calling? Who's this?
Hey, John, it's Steve from LA.
Steve from LA. What's going on, Steve?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Just finishing my day and saw you were streaming and wanted to pop on and say hey.
All right. Thanks for giving us a call. Yeah, sure.
I've only been following you for about a month now, but
okay.
I was wondering,
where you been at?
Was there a point in time in your life when you first conceived of the idea or your method of doing Let's Paint Live? Like, was there ever like a turning point in your life, or something that happened where you were like, oh, I'm gonna do this, like this is my jam?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I want to say no, but there's different.
Yeah.
There are things that incrementally it happens, and it did happen.
Yeah.
But I don't think there was anything like, oh, I'm going to do a how to paint TV show. And
right.
I mean, I kind of actually, well, I'll tell you what. See, here's the incremental thing is that I was already doing cable access show that was nothing to do with painting.
Yeah.
And so I did there were more skits and whatnot. And then, but obviously I'm a painter, I'm trained artist, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a natural to then kind of say, well, what the hell? I'll do a how to paint TV show, So
yeah.
That's kind of what happened. And then also it just sort of happened to happen around 9/11 or literally after 9/11.
Yeah.
So that's kind of got me. Yeah, I don't know, but it might have had something to do with it. So
were there
9/11
things about that?
Huh?
Were there things about current events like during 9/11 and all that? Was there stuff that just kind of philosophically you think you just were like, it just added to it, or?
I mean, I'm gonna just say no.
Yeah. I gotcha.
I'm not the best at necessarily explaining or talking about what I've been doing or what I'm up to. So I just don't know.
I gotcha.
But I'll just say,
Gotcha.
a simply fact that's kind of could have been the influential part, a catalyst.
Yeah.
Catalyst.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But so
Well,
I was already doing it, but I wasn't just so painting was like, well, I do that anyway, so let's just do a painting show.
Right.
Because I kind
Gotcha.
of played out a lot of the other kind of skit stuff and working with other actors, if you will, or just other people, and they they wouldn't necessarily come or they wouldn't want to participate or let's say play with me. That's a whole nother story, really, the cable access days. But
Gotcha.
so you start to realize, well, it looks like I love doing this, so next thing you know, I just realized, well, I'll just anyway, how to paint show seemed totally natural because it's what I do anyway. I know how to do to some degree. So,
yeah.
And
Cool.
also, I never really liked any of the how to paint programs in the first place. You know,
Right.
there's various ones out there, and I always kind of hated them. So.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
Well, I appreciate you trying to explain it and everything.
Okay. Very good.
And I love watching you. So.
Oh well, I wouldn't want to look at myself right now. I look like a slob. That's why this is a podcast. That's why this is a podcast.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. They say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They say you have a face for radio. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Thanks, man.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks for calling.
Yep.
You have a face for podcast. You have a face for for whatever. Okay. I don't know if anyone ever says that anymore. Tom says cable TV sucks. Okay, that's a pretty mean. That's pretty mean. That's a mean statement. Tom in the chat room there. I don't know what you mean by cable TV. It's always confusing. You know, people know, okay, you did cable access TV, and I tend to think that half the time people kind of think that you were actually I was on, cable TV, like on a cable channel, but it's kind of not. It was just a local thing. It's just local TV within a particular small area of so many people. It's not really cable TV. It's cable access or public access TV. But anyway, you're listening and watching, if you are watching on YouTube Live over here on my channel, the Let's Paint TV podcast. I'm Mr. Let's Paint, kind of basically taking your calls and finding a way to fill a whole hour of program without putting any effort. It's effortless. It's called effortless television or podcasting or whatever. Okay, but what I am here for you, and I'm checking the chats, taking your calls, and making sure who's good and who's bad, making sure you get all the good stuff. What do I think of, Santa Claus or something? No, I'm not. That's a tough job, being Santa Claus, let me tell you. You ever talk to anyone who's been Santa Claus? That is a tough job. Yeah, I heard something, and Dolly Parton, I was telling you that she does not take down her Christmas tree ornaments till after her birthday, which is like supposedly January 19th, I think. And I've said that I haven't taken mine down either, but now is the time, and I'll tell you why. Because yesterday is the time that I like to take them down, because that is Three Kings Day. It's not really celebrated so much here in the United States, but in I guess other countries around town will have. Hey! Whoa! Wait a second. Oh, thank you, Ali Powers and Tampori 54, coming at the same time with some super chats. Thank you for the support. Appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Thank you very much. Turned on the disco ball at that. Gene H. Thompson says, I'm wondering if you would want to paint Dolly Parton. Oh, I sure would. And is she maybe one of the greatest human beings ever, Dolly Parton? I would have to say she could very well be. And all right, let's take a call here. Let's take this call. Hello, caller. Who's this?
Hi, this is Oliver from Wisconsin.
Oliver, what's up in Wisconsin? What's going on out there?
Hey, pretty cold out here. I
Cold.
wanted to
It's
ask
pretty
you something
cold.
about
Got to be
YouTube.
cold in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Over here, or just these days with YouTube, a lot of people only choose to do a very narrow selection of things that are have proven like commercial success and typically pretty low effort.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know what you thought about that, coming from or having done like things like cable access TV, where
Yeah.
you really got to be creative and stuff like that. What do you think about kids really narrowing themselves to things like I don't know, like reaction videos where they just put someone else's video in the corner and all that?
Yeah, or
versus
TikTok videos,
like,
right? TikTok.
Yeah,
that stuff.
Instead of having like you would think like YouTube would still be like Wild West, where everybody's just making the most insanely original things because it's a total.
Yeah.
It's totally open.
Well, it's just creativity's not easy. Not everyone swims in the creativity sea the same way. Most people who indulge in creativity, even though they are being creative, tend to are not aware of what their limitations, or they are limiting themselves usually because they sort of have blinders about what they're trying to do. And so I'm gonna most people will then copy what is successful, and so they will mimic what is successful. It's be like Mike, the basketball player. That was a big thing. Nike, they said, be like Mike, like be just like him. I don't know why that's such a great idea, but that idea of be like whoever or be like whatever is successful is a problem in this world and this culture, because it limits the other possibilities, because we're not all like Mike. We are all individually different. And so I agree with you that they are limiting their horizons.
Yeah, and I think I'm starting to realize now what I really was thinking of asking, I guess, at the root of it was, are you surprised at how successful a lot of these people are in simply just copying others?
No.
That there is a lot of success.
Well, I suppose there is. I haven't really followed that as much, and I'm not aware of that. But yes, there's plenty of people that are successful. Millions of viewers, and they might even make like serious money off of what they do. And they kind of have there's not much there. There's no there like the city of Oakland, Gertrude Stein. But that's just the way it is, and that's the way it always is. That's just the way. That's just the way this marketplace is. But it doesn't mean that. Yeah, you're right that they could be missing something with what they're doing. They could burn out with it. Everyone evolves. So I'm not. I don't know. I mean, if I found myself doing that kind of work and I was successful at it, I wouldn't think anything other than that, and I would be happy. So, it's just
that's true.
So, but I don't think a lot of people are that successful with that kind of work. Only I think there's a number of people that are successful, and new people come in and become successful doing whatever that's popular, and follow that kind of mainstream culture abyss. But there's I think for every one or two that are succeeding, there's hundreds and hundreds and thousands, millions of people doing the same thing. And you look at the quality, it's almost the same quality as the other person who is more successful, way more successful.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? There are some stuff out there.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're talking about videos, but I guess we are a little bit. But you'll see sometimes there are videos, a lot of videos, and you see, well, they don't even really have that many viewers or subscribers or any of that stuff. But the quality is pretty good. Like, they put a lot of effort.
Better.
Or even better. They put a lot of effort into it, and then they got no one looking at their stuff. So that just shows you how, you could dot all your I's and cross your T's, but that's not a guarantee of being successful in a creative market, or where creativity is. And maybe it's not rewarded either, creativity in this marketplace. That's a whole nother possibility.
That's true.
Who knows?
All right. Yeah. Thanks for taking the call.
All right. I mean, it's a little deep. Not sure. Hey, thanks for calling. I'm no expert on that stuff, but I think he put out had an interesting question, and I guess I sort of noticed some things along those lines in terms of how that is the case. But that's the case. So, like, even in, say, art world, which I'm also familiar with, where people make paintings a lot, and paintings tend, I am Mr. Let's Paint, by the way, so I tend to have knowledge of painting maybe more than anything else, but not necessarily. But again, whatever the flavor of the day is, then a lot of people will want to make the same kind of stuff, because you get extra brownie points, and you get it's a club, it's a clique. So there's a lot of, we could talk more about this. My timing close to the end here, but maybe we could talk about this some more. The various segments within the art world that I'm familiar with. That would be fun. That's ripe for picking. And but like I said, my time is up here. I want to thank you all for hanging out for another podcast. Thank you so much. And don't fret. Just keep on going with whatever it is. But try to go on your own with it, and find your own discoveries, and not worry about being like Mike. Okay, I can't take your call right now because I'm closing up shop. But you can call me after the show here, after hours. So thanks again. Thanks again for watching and listening to my podcast, Let's Paint TV podcast. Bye-bye. All right, call me again. You can call me again. I'm hanging out a little longer. But that was the podcast. I almost didn't quite end it, but I think I did. I'm still here for a minute. But we could talk about that, I guess. But maybe I should save it for the podcast. So check out the podcast on Spotify in particular, Let's Paint TV. And I've been kind of doing them every day. I did take one podcast down a few days ago. I didn't do one yesterday, but I'll put the other one back up. It's just I wanted to see if I can do a little editing to it. So I think I figured out how to do it. I just didn't get to it. So we'll put it back up again. And but nevertheless, we want to. This is fun. This is a fun endeavor. Okay, let's take this call here. Hello, caller. Who's this? Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Who's this?
Terry.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Was there any particular reason why you didn't do an episode yesterday?
I was watching TV. I was watching the news.
All right, that makes sense. Never mind.
Why? Were you looking forward to it, and then I wasn't on, huh?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh,
I figured it might have had something to do with that, though.
Yeah, I gotta say, I got a little overwhelmed with the whole storming of the Capitol building there. That was kind of
rightly
fascinating.
so. I didn't mean to bring it up or anything. If you don't want to talk about it,
no, we're not talking about it. I mean, except that I was watching the news. That's all. Yeah, I'm not.
All right.
But I'm not talking about that stuff. There's other programs that talk about that stuff.
Yep. All right. Well.
Okay then. Well, thanks for
Bye.
for questioning. Yeah, good question. Yeah, I know. I also, it's hard for me to be consistent. I can do it. I have a work ethic in me. You know, I am a self-starter, but I'll tell you what, at the same time, you know, no one's, you know, I mentioned this before, no one's on my back, and you know, I'm not working with any, you know, it's no collaboration, there's, you know, no production company, you know, so it's easy to just take the day off, and I think yesterday was kind of a good day to, to take a day off. All right. Now, just a programming note, actually. I'm going to actually start a kind of type of show selling, uh, not that this sort of has a tie-in from why I wasn't watching yesterday, but, and you know, it's kind of connected, but it's these are going to be presidential inauguration plates that I'm offering, and so we're going to do like a QVC selling of them. So I think I might start doing that tomorrow. We'll see if I get my act. I got to do a little figuring out on that, but I think I will start doing that at some point. I don't know. Maybe we'll just hang out and do another podcast because it's so easy. It's so easy. This is so easy. You turn on the button and then you just talk. This is easy, you know? So I like that. It's kind of fun. All right. Well, we kind of did it. Like I said, the podcast is kind of done. But we are kind of hanging out a little longer if anyone wants to say something in the chat room, or I guess call, maybe one more call if you want. We got some good questions there though, or good calls, you know. Okay, what's your opinion on the Call Me Carson situation, since he brought light to your channel for a lot of people? I think that's great. I think that was awesome. Thank you very much. What else am I supposed to say? That was nice. I think because of them, I think it looked like I got about maybe I'm gonna say 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, but I might have, possibly. I don't know. And then we did that thing with the Tosh.0 thing also. That got kind of close, gave me close to 1,000 subscribers because of that. But I'm not keeping track of the number. We barely have 15,000, which is still quite a lot. That's the weird thing. Well, some people have millions, you know, and like the caller said, what do you think about those people? And I go, yeah, that's crazy, because some of these people have millions of viewers, subscribers, and I don't know for the life of me what's going on with their channel in terms of where's the content, or what are they doing with it, and what's so interesting about it. And I don't know. So good times. But and then you know, and then a lot of people will put a lot of effort into it and they can't even get 1,000 subscribers, you know, which it's hard. It can be hard, I guess, if you're really trying. So that's the weird thing about the internet. That's the weird thing about the internet, is that it's actually hard when you try. It's when you don't try is when it becomes easy sometimes. Maybe. Well, and here's the thing. If you're trying too hard, then maybe it's not the right thing for you, you know. And when you're not trying hard and then you're succeeding, well, then that's sort of a hint that it's kind of the right thing, because it's you know, it seems like it's pretty easy, it's effortless, which then I guess could be another problem, because then you're not you could care less. That's always a problem too, you know. You know what works is an individual deal. I find that for myself, the struggle keeps me going and keeps it interesting, because if you have it all figured out, then you could get bored. So, all right, I guess that's going to be it. That's going to be the show, and I'm going to say goodbye. I gave up. Ali says, I gave up posting on YouTube. It's hard to keep trying sometimes. I keep thinking about quitting the internet. Yeah, I know. I believe me. I know where you're coming from with that. But see, I don't know what else I would do. And this is, a lot of times, this is kind of one of, a great social activity for me, to interact and to engage. So I'm using it as a social gathering point for myself, and I'm not, I'm not worried. You just can't. You at some point you got to enjoy doing it. And yes, you would like to say have hundreds of thousands of viewers or whatever, but you got to just do it because you like doing it. And so if you like doing it, then that's good. Then you'll keep doing it. All right. I think that's going to be it for us here at the Let's Paint TV podcast. And we'll see you tomorrow. How about that? Thanks again to our super chatters for your donations, Allie Powers and Tempori54. Thank you for your support. Appreciate that. And we'll see you tomorrow. And check out the audio, the podcast there on Spotify, Let's Paint TV. Okay. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.